When it comes to Apple's newest iPhone 17 lineup, the headlines are buzzing with one thing: a significant price hike that's set to redefine what consumers expect from their next smartphone. Industry insiders and credible leaks have converged on a single, striking fact. Both the iPhone 17 and iPhone 17 Pro will cost $50 to $100 more than the current iPhone 16 series. But if you think this is just another case of Apple marking up for profit, think again. The reasons behind this decision are more complex and, frankly, more intriguing than most consumers realize. Let's start with the most immediate change: storage. For years, Apple's entry-level iPhones came with 128GB of storage, enough for many users, but increasingly tight in a world dominated by high-resolution photos, 4K videos, and sprawling app ecosystems. With the iPhone 17, Apple is doubling down, literally, with a standard 256GB of storage on the base model. This isn't just a minor bump. It's a fundamental shift that responds to how people actually use their devices. Doubling the storage not only costs Apple more in raw materials, but also addresses a major pain point for users who have had to juggle photos, apps, and files just to avoid hitting that dreaded storage full notification. In the context of rapidly growing file sizes and app demands, this upgrade is more necessity than luxury, and it alone explains a big chunk of the price jump. But storage is just the beginning. Under the hood, Apple is introducing its most advanced chipsets yet, the A19 and A19 Pro. These chips are manufactured on a cutting-edge 3nm process, representing the next leap in performance, efficiency, and AI capabilities. To put it in perspective, moving to this smaller, more complicated architecture isn't just a routine upgrade. It requires specialized equipment, additional research and development, and higher manufacturing costs. The result is faster processing, better battery life, and more advanced features. Benefits that touch every aspect of the iPhone experience, from gaming and photography to security and connectivity. These chips are not just iterative, they're transformative, and their inclusion marks a clear step forward that demands a higher investment from Apple and, in turn, the consumer. Turning to design, the iPhone 17 Pro is the poster child of Apple's relentless pursuit of refinement. The new, slimmer titanium frame is more than just an aesthetic choice. It's a technical marvel. Titanium is notoriously difficult to machine and finish, especially at the tolerances Apple demands for its devices. Achieving a thinner, lighter device while maintaining durability means investing in new manufacturing techniques, specialized tooling, and rigorous quality control. These costs are not trivial, and they ripple through the entire supply chain. Perhaps even more striking is the redesigned camera system. Gone is the familiar vertical arrangement of previous models. In its place is a bold horizontal layout. This isn't just a cosmetic tweak. Changing the camera orientation involves re-engineering the internal architecture, redesigning the logic boards, and retooling the production lines that assemble millions of devices each month. These changes are costly and time-consuming, but they also enable new capabilities, potentially better stabilization, enhanced wide-angle shots, and more sophisticated computational photography features. The camera is, for many, the single most important feature of a smartphone, and Apple's willingness to invest in its overhaul speaks volumes. Color has always been a subtle but powerful way for Apple to differentiate its products, and in 2025, the iPhone 17 lineup is getting more vibrant than ever. Leaked information points to 3 new finishes: Papaya orange, midnight blue, and desert orange, joining the traditional palette. These are not just off-the-shelf colors. They require specialized coating processes to ensure durability, consistency, and that unmistakable Apple sheen. Specialized coatings mean more expensive materials and more complex manufacturing, further nudging up the production costs. Of course, all these innovations are timed to perfection. The launch is slated for September 2025, right in line with Apple's traditional annual release cycle. But behind the scenes, there's another, less obvious driver of the price increase, one that hasn't gotten as much attention: the democratization of premium materials. Historically, Apple reserved its best technologies, most luxurious finishes, and most advanced internals for the Pro models, creating a clear hierarchy within the lineup. This year, however, leaks suggest that even the base iPhone 17 will benefit from upgrades previously exclusive to higher tiers. That means more robust materials, better display technology, improved battery life, and enhanced durability for every iPhone 17, not just the Pro. From a consumer standpoint, this is a game changer. The value proposition for the base iPhone is stronger than ever, blurring the line between entry-level and flagship. For many, the sting of a higher price is offset by the realization that their device is fundamentally more capable, more resilient, and more future-proof than any prior generation. In fact, when you break down the cost, the added value far exceeds the incremental price increase. Doubling the storage, introducing state-of-the-art chips, refining the design, and democratizing premium features all add up to a device that's not just more expensive, but genuinely better. Still, the big question remains, will consumers accept paying more for what Apple considers essential upgrades? If history is any guide, Apple's loyal customer base has shown a remarkable willingness to embrace higher prices when the improvements are tangible and meaningful. But in a landscape where competitors are also raising their game and where economic pressures are ever present, the calculus is more complicated in 2025. For some, the new colors and finishes will be irresistible, a way to express individuality and style. For others, the leap in performance and storage will make the iPhone 17 a must-have upgrade, especially for those who rely on their phone for work, creativity, and everyday life. Yet there will be scrutiny, debate, and plenty of voices questioning whether these upgrades justify the expense. What's clear is that Apple is betting big on the idea that consumers care about quality, performance, and experience. By investing in the very best materials, the most advanced technology, and the most refined design, Apple is doubling down on its reputation for innovation. Whether you're an early adopter or a cautious shopper, the iPhone 17 lineup represents a new chapter, not just for Apple, but for the entire smartphone industry. The price increase may be headline-grabbing, but it's the substance behind it that's truly remarkable. As September 2025 approaches, the conversation will shift from sticker shock to an appreciation of what these devices offer. From expanded storage and revolutionary chipsets to dazzling new colors and a reimagined camera system, the iPhone 17 is poised to redefine expectations and set a new standard for what a smartphone can be. In the end, the real shock may not be the price, but just how much more you're getting for it.